Thanks, Chandana. Hi, everyone. Let me introduce myself. My name is Kranti, Rotarian Kranti, President of Rotary Bangalore Abilities for the year 22-23. I would like to welcome all of you who are present here for the CLAP program. I wish it will be a very good informative session for you, and you'll take away a lot of learnings with you. I think a little more about the event will be told by Justin, and then followed by Arun. My team, Chandana, Rotarian Chandana, who is the secretary, Rotarian Arun, who will be taking the class today, who is our youth service director, and last but not the least, our charter president, Justin Phillips. They'll be there till the end of the session. I would welcome them all, and thank you so much for making this event. And a special thanks to Justin for continuously making this event successful year on year. I'd request all the students to, please attend the classes. Don't take it light. I'm sure you'll be taking a lot of inputs in every class. Some may be something which you already know, some may be very new, but make sure you are attending the classes. There's a lot of effort which is put by all our members and the faculties who will be coming and teaching you. Please make best use of it. Once again, welcome all of you. Over to you, Chandana.
Thank you, Kranti. Thank you so much. Since Ashwin sir is not here, I will just talk a bit about CLAP and about myself here. So hi everyone, a very, very good morning to all of you, and thank you so much for joining on a Sunday morning for our first CLAP session. So for few of you who used to participate in the CLAP session earlier, we used to have a CLAP session every year. So CLAP is nothing but communication, leadership, abilities, aptitude and personal growth. So every year we are having sessions on every Sundays. Like for example, first year we had a lot of sessions where people spoke about communication and leadership and so many other topics. We had different speakers from different walks of life. And this year, this is the CLAP edition 3, and this year we are having 4 sessions, which will be starting from today and will go on every Sunday for the next 3 weeks. And I request all of you to attend without fail, because this is just a short class, and you guys will be given a certificate for attending all the classes, and attendance is compulsory for everyone. Whoever attends 4 classes, only they will be getting the certificates. And this year we are having very different topics, and Justin sir has ensured that he is making it interesting year by year, and it's really a wonderful sessions going forward. So thank you so much everyone for joining. And before we start today's first session, I would like to hear from all of you. Before that, I just want to ask Justin sir, you have anything to add on if I have missed anything? Justin sir?
Chandra,
hello.
Perfectly fine. Continue.
Chandra, can I make a request?
Yes, please.
I would also suggest to the students that when they are introducing, I think we are going to start introducing themselves. I would want them to switch on the video for, even if that means a minute or two, while they are talking, so that at least we get to see who's speaking. So if that's okay, it would be nice.
Yeah, so that would be really good, since Arun will be able to see all of us. We can turn on our video. So we'll start with the introduction now. Anybody has any questions? And first we'll start with the introduction, and then followed by, we'll take 1 or 2 questions, and then we'll start the session. So who wants to go first? I don't want to call out names, so please, anybody come and start introducing yourself.
Okay, can I introduce about myself?
Yes, please.
Yeah, this is Ramu, and I'm from Kolar district of Karnataka. Currently, I'm doing my BCom, that is Bachelor of Commerce. So that's it.
Ramu, would it be possible just to on your video so that I see you?
Just for a minute.
Sorry. Okay. Sir, actually, you are not audible.
No. Hello. Am I audible?
Hello.
Can you on your video? She's telling.
Not she, he.
Okay, just a minute.
Turn on your video just for a minute or so. It's not for the entire session.
Only for 1 minute.
It doesn't
Only
matter.
1 minute. Oh,
It doesn't matter what the background is.
Yeah.
You guys. Hi, Ramu.
is that okay?
Perfect.
So did you see me?
Yes, we did. But that was not
Okay.
even 10 seconds that we saw you. So at least a trailer should be shown, no? It's not the movie.
What did it do?
So
actually?
shall I come
For
again?
many of us who are visually impaired, we are not knowing what is happening. So
Okay, shall I come again?
Please. It'd be nice.
Hello. Okay.
yes.
Perfect. Perfect, Ramu.
Okay.
Thank you. Oh, your
Thank
name
you.
again? Sorry.
Ramu.
Okay,
My name is
Ramu.
Ramu.
Thank you, Ramu.
Ramu, yes.
Thank you so much. Next, who wants to
Okay,
go?
thank you.
Kishan Mayakar.
Yeah, new person joined. Sure. Kishan, you want to introduce yourself?
Hey guys, come on. You guys have to talk.
Hello,
Yes. Your name?
Santosh here.
Yes, Santosh. Introduce
Hi.
yourself.
Yes, I am Santosh here, basically from Belgaum, who is residing in Bangalore, and I am seeking for a job. Actually, I am job seeker.
Santosh, it'll be nice if you can just switch on your video for a minute so that we get to see you.
Calls him some happy Santosh. So he's always happy.
Awesome.
Hi, sir. Thank you.
He was my student in
Thank
Samarthanam.
you, Santosh. Next. Chetana ma'am.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
I am audible, ma'am.
Yes, you're audible. Please go ahead.
1 minute, ma'am. I'm turning on my video.
Sure.
I think he's struggling to turn his video on.
No, Chetna turned on the video, Raghunath is adjusting camera.
Hello. Can you see me?
Yes, we can.
Hi, I am Ranganath speaking from Kurubarali Hirur Taluk Chitradurga district. I am pursuing my final year BA.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay.
Thank
So
you.
much.
Sir, tell me, sir.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Ranganath.
you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes, Chetna, sorry to keep you waiting.
It's okay, sir. This is Chetna from Davangere. I am working at Karnataka Housing Board, Superintendent Post. Thank you. I'm happy to join this session.
Awesome. Awesome.
Welcome, Chetna ma'am.
Thank you so much, Chandra.
She's a very dedicated student.
Chandana, sorry, you actually called me, no?
No, Kranti.
I felt you called me, Chetana or Kranti. I missed. Sorry.
Hello, ma'am. My videos have off, ma'am. Can I know, please, ma'am?
Sure.
Yes, ma'am.
Sure.
No, it's
Welcome,
off.
IPP. Arvind sir.
It's
Thank you
off
for
only.
joining.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Our IPP is come, immediate past president. Welcome. Firdaus, next. You have not introduced yourself. Cute girl. Come on.
Hello, am I audible? Just a
Yes.
moment.
Because you're audible, but video is off. So
Yes, now my video is on. Am
Yeah.
I visible?
yes.
Okay, I'm Firdaus Fatima. I studied in Delhi Public School. Currently, I'm pursuing my final year BA in Jyoti Nivas College,
Okay.
and I aspire to be a psychologist.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you, Firdaus.
Thank you, sir.
Kishan is there. Jitendra is there. Chetna is there.
Everyone are done?
No. There are 3 more, 4 more.
Yes.
Hello, ma'am. Good morning.
Good morning, Jitendra.
Yes, ma'am. My name is yes, sir. My name is Jitendra Kumar Maurya. I live in Uttar Pradesh, Lucknow, and
Okay.
I have done complete. I have done pursuing B.Ed special, Dr. Shakuntala Mishra National Rehabilitation University from Lucknow.
Oh.
Thank you, sir.
आपका video on कर सकते हो?
Sir, actually, sir, out of road, sir, because I came to hair cutting, sir.
He's traveling.
Yes, sir, traveling, right.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Please, can you mute yourself?
Kishan, Chetna.
Chetana is done.
Chetna is over.
Oh, Chetna is over. I'm so sorry.
Kishan. Maya Care. Kishan is the one who's
Kishan,
left
are you
out.
there?
Kishan, you don't have to feel shy.
Maybe he's having some technical difficulties.
You want me to give him the request to unmute? Let me try that.
I have done it for you.
You're done? Okay.
He's still muted, Kishan.
Yeah. He's feeling shy or he's having technical issues? No idea.
Anybody has any questions you can ask? Or in another few minutes we will start.
Okay, if you don't mind, can you people give a brief but a small introduction about your group? That may be your NGO or organization, institution, whatever it may be.
Yeah, this is Rotary Bangalore Abilities. you would have heard about Rotary. It's a worldwide organization with clubs all over the world. It was started over 100 years ago. And in Bangalore itself, there are about 150 clubs. So we blind people, usually we are always receiving help from others. But we thought this is a way that we can contribute to others. We can help others also. So with that intention, our club, the Rotary Bangalore Abilities, was started in 2017. And we have been running it for the past 5 years. And everybody gets to be a leader. Everybody gets to help each other. And we also conduct different types of programs. December 3rd, we are celebrating the International Day of the Disabled, and we are giving away awards for people who have achieved, who have made contributions in their different fields. And many other activities we have done during the COVID also. And CLAP training also began during the COVID, when all the colleges were closed and only online classes were available. We conducted CLAP program that time also, and we are doing it this year also. And we have done many other things. So this is a brief account about RBA.
Okay, are we going to engage with this class for complete for a whole year from
No,
2022
it's only
to
for
2023?
4 weeks, coming 4 weeks. If possible, one more session I'm trying to arrange for a person from LinkedIn also. If that happens, for the 5th week also it will be there.
Yes, 4 to 5 classes will be,
Today is the first
there
of it.
every Sunday. From today, it is the beginning, and following today for the next 4 weeks, we will be having. Any other questions before we formally begin our first session? No questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay, Arun, you want to say anything before we begin? Like, I will be introducing you, and then you can start the session.
I'm okay. Hi, hello to everybody. My name is Arun, and I'm the Youth Service Director for the Rotary Bangalore Abilities. And I so look forward to these sessions because last year when the CLAP session happened, I got to meet a lot of youngsters who are pursuing their education, who are pursuing the work currently. And there are a lot of people who benefited out of these sessions because most of the things that we talk about here are things you might know about, or things you say you know about, but you've never thought about it. And here in these sessions, you will get to hear a lot of things which are new to you, and which will get you to improve yourself in the way you look at yourself and the way you present yourself in this session. So I wish you all the best, and I am so looking forward to attending all these sessions and getting to know each of you and interact with you. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you so much, Arun. So let's begin today's session then. So hi everyone again and welcome you all once again. So it's really an honor and pride for me today to introduce my buddy and mentor, Rotarian Arun Mohan. So I'm just reading his brief profile for everyone here. Rotarian Arun Mohan is a life wellness coach with an experience of 22 years in sales. He was a healthy, normal salesperson till he was diagnosed with an incurable autoimmune neurological disorder called multiple sclerosis or MS. For most people, life comes to an halt, but for Arun, life just began. He took it in he took it into his stride and decided to make his life meaningful by making a career with what he could do best. Listening to others, he got himself certified and today he is an international certified life coach. He started coaching and has helped a lot of people live their life by overcoming their fears, challenges, and many more. In spite of his health issues, he successfully encourages and motivates many people to live, to accept their challenges and to live their lives in a much better way. He joined Multiple Sclerosis Society of India, MSSI, and soon he became the face of Invisible in terms of multiple sclerosis called MS in India. Incidentally, he also got to walk the ramp in couple of fashion shows. He is known as the man with walking stick. Arun, a warm welcome to you, and the stage is all yours. Over to you.
Thank you so much. I probably will start by sharing a screen. Don't mind. I think Chandra, you need to make me the host because I can't share my screen.
Yeah, sorry, Arun. Maybe you left the meeting and joined back. After that, I didn't make you the co-host. I'm just doing it now.
Sure. So, hello, people.
Yes, you will be able to share now.
Hello, sir.
Okay, just to for the benefit of all of you sitting here, like I said, thank you for your introduction, for the introduction, Chandana. Uh, I would like to describe myself. I'm a 40 middle-aged guy who has salt and pepper hairstyle and who has got a beard, and I wear spectacles and I'm wearing a blue shirt and I've got a earring on my left ear. So that's a brief about myself. And I hope people understand what the crux of telling you this is, because today when we start this program, we start this program by talking about personal branding and how important personal branding is. You would understand by the end of the session. We have probably 10 slides that we go through. Uh, I will explain all the points and I will describe what is the slide that I'm showing so that you guys tend to understand what I'm trying to portray out here. So what is personal branding? The more you market yourself and look at yourself like a brand, the more successful you will be. Personal branding means building your own reputation, growing your following, and constituting your name. So how do you call yourself? You know, I'm sure when most of you guys have attended a wedding or a special occasion where we go shop for ourselves. When we shop for ourselves, we look at ourselves when we tell that we want a branded shirt or a branded salwar or a branded sari or whatever that we are wearing. And why do we tell a particular brand? Because the moment you talk about a particular brand, you're talking about trust, which you have built across so many years, where you talk about that if I wear this, I know I will look good because of the trust that you have built, because of the trust that the brand has built for you. So that is something that you need to do for ourselves. We need to portray ourselves as a brand, and that is very, very important for all of us. We have limitations, but that doesn't mean that we do not brand ourselves. With whatever little that we can do, the way we portray ourselves makes a lot of difference. And with this difference, what happens is that many people start following you and say, oh, this guy knows what he is talking about, or this girl knows what she's talking about. This person means what he or she is talking about. That plays a very, very important for each one of us. So that's how you build a brand for yourself. Now, you do not depend on somebody else doing it. You need to do it for yourself. But over a period of time, it is how you portray yourself which makes a lot of difference. Now, what are the common excuses we tell ourselves? The first excuse that most people say, I don't have self-confidence to do it because I make mistakes. So why should people trust me? Why would people look at me in a positive way? And this is not something that you're doing good to yourself, but you need to showcase what confidence you have in spite of what are the difficulties that you're going through yourself in your life. The second thing that people go through is a superstition, saying that visibility exposes yourself to a terrible downside. If I talk about myself, if I showcase myself to the entire world, people will start looking at me, and that they will keep an eye on the way I live my life. So I will fall from what I am doing right now. Now, this is a superstition. Only when you showcase yourself can you portray what you are all about. And when this superstition comes in, you feel threatened by your friends and colleagues. Now, when I say friends and colleagues, you say, if I showcase myself very well, there are people who will keep a bad eye on me, and they will say, oh, this fellow is doing so well. I'm not going, I hope everybody understands a little bit of Hindi. It's like nazar lag jayegi. That's the common terminology that we tell people that if we showcase ourselves a lot to people, we tend to, cast an evil eye on that person. That's not right. What also happens is the moment you start showcasing yourself, it becomes an intrusion to your private life. Saying that, the moment I showcase myself, people will say, Arey, is this person married? Is this how, in spite of having so much of difficulties, he is doing very well, and maybe his personal life was, not that good the way he portrays it to be. So there are a lot of intrusion that happens when we start showcasing ourselves. So, these are the basic points that, what is written on the slide also. So I'm reading point by point, and I'm telling you and explaining to you what is showcased in these slides also. What are the important elements of your personal branding? Okay. Now, there are 4 important things that we need to remember when you talk about the elements of your personal branding. One is your personal proof, one is your social proof, one is the association that you have with people, and one is the recognition that you have got. Now, this slide has got a photograph of me walking the ramp with a beautiful model, and this is just to showcase, what personal branding is all about. Because the moment I still remember when after the fashion show was over, and the model that I was working with was a Miss India semi-finalist, and you will not believe the kind of recognition that I got after doing this fashion ramp is where people talked about, oh, this guy actually looks good. This guy knows how to handle himself in spite of the disability that I have. Now, the disability that I have, multiple sclerosis, has made me have issues with my balance, or gait that you call it. So I use a walking stick. So in spite of using a walking stick, I got to walk the ramp. And that's the kind of brand that you build for yourself. Now, what are the personal proofs that you can get into? Personal proofs can be in the form of education, in the form of experience, in the form of achievement. Now, when I say education, either you can be, I'll give you an example of this. The moment you start, educating yourself, you build a brand for yourself automatically. I'll just give you an example. Our example is Chandana. When I heard Chandana's story, and she was a college topper in a college which wouldn't allow blind students to study, that changed everything to me. The way I looked at Chandana, the kind of respect that I have for her is because of what she has done, what she has achieved. And this is what education can do to you. Now, today, if I'm not mistaken, Ranganath said, he's pursuing college. Right, Ranganath? So this brings out the best in you. The more you educate yourself, the more you study, the more you portray yourself, saying, people look at you saying that, oh, this person is so educated. That means he has done something for himself. That means he is worth trusting. He is worth the branding that he is talking about himself. The second thing that we talk about is the experience that you gain. One experience could be with work. Two could be an experience how you treated your life and overcame whatever that you're going through. That talks a lot about yourself. The third is the achievements that you have received for yourself. Now, achievement could be, say, for example, that oh, this person, in spite of his being blind, he is a school topper or he's a college student. That's an achievement. In spite of so and so problems that he has had, he's overcome all the problems and portrayed himself the way he is today. That's a very important, to how you showcase yourself, and this gets you immediate credibility. All these three things: one is education, one is experience, one is achievement. All these plays a huge role in your personal branding. Now, what the second point that we talk about is the social proof. What are the social proofs that you can get into? When I'm sure all of you have studied and all of you have finished your graduation and all of you have, or all of you are studying currently. Now, your teachers, professors, neighbors, who would vouch for you? This guy, this guy, in spite of his disability, he has proven himself. And these things that, these people who vouch for you makes a lot of difference to you, saying that, when your professor talks about you, saying that, oh, I know the student who has done so well in life. You will not believe. Again, I'm taking the example of Chandana, where Chandana told me that recently she had gone for a wedding and she met a teacher of hers who taught her in college in economics, if I'm not mistaken. And she actually started crying when she looked at Chandana, because she couldn't believe what she was seeing. Today, Chandana has reached a level where people tend to look up to her, saying that, wow, she has done this. And that's what the social proof that you can get into. The next slide is about the association that you have. Companies and people you have associated with you, clubs and professional organizations, NGOs. Today, I put up a slide where there is a photograph of me when I was, talking to a crowd of around about 150 people, where the slide came up across in the background, which had a photograph of me, but the background also talked about I'm involved with Rotary, I'm involved with Rotary Action Group Against MS, I am involved with World MS Day, I'm involved with MS Society. So the moment people look at these brands that the clubs that you're associated with, they say, oh, this guy is associated with so many other NGOs. Maybe, this is a person whom I can trust. This is a person who knows what he is talking about. So that is what brand building is all about, where people look at you, but they also look at what are the organizations that you're associated with, and people say, oh, this guy knows what he is talking about. You don't need to talk itself. Whatever you talk makes a lot of difference to the society in general. And that's what personal branding is all about. Oops, sorry, one slide in this slide. Okay, the last slide, the last thing about this topic is that when we talk about recognitions, you talk about the awards and certificates that you have collected for yourself. In spite of whatever that your disability is, it is the number of awards and honors that you have collected for yourself. And again, like I said, this brings a trust to people, where people say, oh, this guy has been awarded with so many awards and so many honors. That means this is a person whom I can trust. This is a person who I can believe in. This is a person who knows what he is talking about. So these are the 4 points that are very, very important for you to remember, that makes a lot of difference. Now, what is the authenticity of what you're talking about yourself? Branding is not all about self-promotion. It is about what others think about you. Authenticity is a chain reaction. And be polite with people who work with you and who are your superiors. Now, these 3 points that when I got into the training itself, we talk about whatever I'm sure you would have talked, you would have got this thought in your head right now also. The explanation that I was saying, oh, this is my photograph with this thing. This is what my photograph that I'm talking about. This is not about self-promotion. Why is, the first thought that you had in your head is, why is this guy talking about himself? This is about branding, about yourself. The moment you start talking about yourself, the moment you promote yourself, the moment you create a brand for yourself, people start looking at you saying, you know what you're talking about. This is a person who I can believe in what he's talking about. That's why he's talking like this. Now, the moment you have authenticity in what you're talking about, it is a chain reaction. Now, when I say chain reaction, it is as simple as saying, today you understood what I hope you have understood what I'm talking about. I hope you know what I'm trying to say. The moment you start talking about it, you will tell people, you know what, I met this guy who talked about brand building. Or I met this person who knows what he is talking about. I met this person who, is so self-conscious. At the same time, he is creating a brand for himself. The moment you are polite to your co-workers and your superiors or your elders, that itself brings out authenticity. Agar, the moment we start talking, and if I were to use, if I don't respect the person who's talking to me, who's sitting opposite to me, you know, the moment I start respecting them, they will respect me. So I need to bring in that authenticity in what I'm talking about and what I'm doing. Now, when you talk about self-awareness, you need to have a board of directors. The moment I say board of directors, you know how in an organization you have the few people who are in a organization. I'm sure all of you have studied in an organization. When you talk about, you have the CEO, you have the vice president, you have the uh, senior vice president, you have the vice president, then you have the GM, and then you have the managers, and then you have people below you. The moment you talk about the CEO, that one, the respect automatically comes. Second is, you know what he is talking about is perfectly true. So the moment you have people like that in your people who are authenticating about you, it'll make a lot of respect to yourself, the way you build yourself. You have at least two people who you admire and respect. You should have people who care about you and people who are honest with you. अगर तुमने कुछ गलत किया. If you have made a mistake, you have made a mistake. It's not about saying, Acha, it's okay if you made a mistake. Nobody will notice that. But you need to have people who are honest with you. And people who are honest definitely care about you. That's why it makes a lot of difference when you talk about the how you become building your own brand. You should also have people who you admire and respect, because when you have two words of goodness which is taught to you by them, it makes a lot of difference to you to help saying that, oh, at least there are two people who, people who matter, who who are there as my self-help group. Now this is a poster that I it became a widely recognized poster that I did. It was at a fashion show that I had attended, and I I'm wearing a black shirt and a blue jeans and a brown belt and a brown shoes, and I'm carrying a walking stick, which is black in color. Now, the moment this photograph became viral, uh, I was called as the man with the walking stick. And today, in the disability, in MSSI or in the disability segment, people know me as the man with a walking stick, because I started using the stick as a style statement. It was not like, how old will I look if I start using a walking stick? Will I look old? No. It is how you carry yourself. It is how you showcase yourself to the entire world. Now, that is a brand that I built for myself, and that is a brand that I want all of you to start building for yourself too. Now, what are the things that you need to remember, or what are the things that you do it right? One is you focus on your goals and aims. Two is be genuine, your true style. Whatever your true style is, you need to be genuine about how you portray yourself. You need to tell a story. you need to make it interesting, that people want to listen to you. The people should, look forward to listen to you talk. And that's how you showcase yourself when you build a story for yourself. Be consistent in what you're talking about. Stay put. The way you portray yourself, you need to be consistent. I cannot say, you know what, today I will talk about saying, oh, I did this in my life, and tomorrow you go say that I did that, and that is my story. No, you need to be consistent about your brand that you're talking about. Always remember, you need to be ready to fail. This is when I'm coaching people, I keep telling people this is the example that I give everybody. I'm sure everybody has seen a small child, a 1-year-old child, trying to start walking. It will start crawling, and the moment it starts crawling, his next agenda is to stand up. Now, it's not necessary that every time he stands up, he'll start walking. He'll fall down. But the child just looks around and says, oh, it's okay. So what if I fell? I will stand up again. He is not bothered about what people think about, whether he falls or he is starting to walk immediately. But he is looking at him start to walk. And only when you keep falling, you will get up again to try again. Now, you also need to create a positive impact. Now, how do you create a positive impact? The way you carry yourself, the way you groom yourself, the way you dress, what the body languages talk about, it makes a lot of difference in society, in how you portray yourself. And this is a very, very crucial thing when you're talking about brand building or personal building. And that makes a lot of, just because I cannot see doesn't mean that people around you cannot see. It is how they look at you and how they see you, saying that this person knows how to carry himself. Just another example that I can give you is, when we were in sales, I was working for HDFC Bank, and there were a lot of these sales executives who used to work under me, who never used to bother shaving, and who never bothered about how they dress themselves and how they carry themselves. I made a rule saying that if a person does not shave properly and who is not carrying themselves to be to showcase themselves, they would all pay a fine of 10 rupees. And at the end of the month, we would all collect the money and treat ourselves with that money. Now, you will not believe, everybody, I had around about 100 executives who were working under me, and everybody used to look out for others, whether they are dressed properly or not, because that means if he is not dressed properly or if he is not carrying himself, he would end up paying 10 rupees towards the contribution. So my standard example was that, if just imagine like this, if I'm a bank employee and if I'm coming to you to sell a bank account, I'm asking you to invest, say, 10,000 rupees in opening your savings account. Now, the moment you start the moment you look at me, or the moment you, if I were to, if the moment you start listening to me, if I were to use, if my language was vulgar, or if I'm not dressed up properly, if I'm not carrying myself properly, you would look at me and say, oh, if you are like this, your boss is not telling anything about you. So that means your boss cannot be trusted. Your boss cannot be trusted. That means his boss is not telling anything about how his executive should be. So he cannot be trusted. If he cannot be trusted, why would I trust the bank? And that made a lot of difference, that people started carrying themselves just to build a brand for yourself, just to bring out the personality that you are in. And that makes a lot of difference to 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 the way you carry yourself, the way you create your own brand, the way you create your own personality. And the moment you start doing all this, the moment you created a brand for yourself, you will make sure people tell your story. You don't have to tell about yourself, but people will talk about you. When I say people will talk about you, the moment you create a brand for yourself, people will look up to you and say, this is a person who I need to trust. This is a person who I need to listen. The last slide, if I'm not too sure if this has been too fast or how many people understood, but never, it is a poster of a lion. You should never beg for a seat on a table when you are the table yourself, when you can create a table for yourself. And with that, I end this session. Thank you so much. I hope all of you enjoyed, and I hope all of you understood what I've talked about. And I hope we'll start creating a brand for ourselves, and I hope we will build
Yes.
ourselves
Thank
to be to the best in what we are all about. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you, Chandra.
Yes, Arun. So like now anybody have any questions for Arun? So we have the Q&A. So please shoot in your questions. Am I audible?
You are audible.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am, you are audible.
Yeah. So any questions, any thoughts, please feel free to. The session is open to audience. Anyone can unmute yourself and just talk. Okay, if no one is asking a question, I have a question.
Yes.
So you said the last line, right? Don't ever, like, never beg for a seat or something like that. When you yourself are on a table or something. Can you just explain a bit more about that?
Okay. The entire line about that is a picture of lion which is there, and it says never beg for a seat when you can build your own table. You know, when we say never beg for a seat, most of us say, oh, I want people to listen to me, I want people to do this, I want people to, trust in what I'm saying. How can you beg? You should never ever beg to people about what you're doing. You should create an aura. You should create a personality, that you should create a brand for yourself that people say, oh, this person is talking, so I need to listen to this person talking because he makes sense in whatever he's talking about. So that's what is the crux of the entire. I hope I was able to understand, explain, Chandra.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Anybody else have any question? Or you guys want to say something?
Sir, you said that we should not something like we should not force others to listen our words, but we should attract them, right?
Yes.
So sometimes what happens, as I have observed till now,
Mhm.
so if any blind person is speaking about anything else or is giving any motivational speech, many people used to listen his words because of pity.
Absolutely right.
So just for the reason that he is blind. So
Absolutely
is
right.
that good to speak in to speak in that situation?
See,
So is according to you, is that good to avoid that kind of situation instead of talking, or is that good to continue with the thing that we will be doing?
see it, Ramu, just to tell you about it, most of us, you know, face this problem where we talk about pity. Okay. Now, it is how you showcase yourself. It is how you portray yourself. Now, tell me something. If I talk about, you know, something that I've not seen, but I'm talking about, okay, then will you believe what I'm talking about? But it is how
Of course, no chance.
yes. So how do you portray yourself? You need to portray yourself to be at that level where, you know, people look at you and say, oh, this guy knows what he is talking about. Okay, I'm not, again, I'm not boasting about myself. I love the introduction that Chandana gave for me also. The moment Chandana gave that introduction, there is half my work is done there itself. There is half my work where, you know, how people look at me, how you guys would look at me when I'm talking about that. Okay, this guy knows what we are getting in this session. So that's how you need to portray yourself. And you cannot see the moment I look at myself. No, I'll give you a psychological thought, okay? Tell me, uh, tell me, just a random question, Ramu. How are you feeling right now? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So ask this question not only from the point of me, but generally I asked, sir. That's the reason.
I'm talking about generally. No, I'm asking you a question. How are you feeling right now? Hello?
Sir, I'm not clear with your question, sir. Actually,
I said, how are you feeling right now? You're feeling good, you're feeling bad, you're feeling awesome, you're feeling great. You're able to hear me?
Regarding what, sir?
Arun, let me try to.
Yes, sir, I can hear you, but I'm not able
Yeah.
to understand what
Let
you
me
are
try to explain in Kannada to him. ರಾಮು ಅವ್ರೇನ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಿರೋದಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಅನ್ಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಇವಾಗ ಜನರಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಇವಾಗ ನೀವು ಏನೋ ಓಕೆ ಈ ಸೆಷನ್ ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಥವಾ ನೀವ್ ಜನರಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಏನೋ ಸುಮ್ನೆ ಕೂತಿರ್ತೀರಾ ನಿಮ್ ಮನ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಓಡ್ತಿದೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೇನ್ ಮನ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಬರ್ತಿದೆ ಆತರ ಅವ್ರು ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು ಜನರಲ್ ಆಗಿ. It's not any theoretical question or something. Generally, he's asking how you are feeling right now. What you are
okay.
feeling
I
right
thought
now.
like that. Okay.
Yeah.
So, do you want me to say about the session?
No, I'm not asking about the session. Okay, today you're meeting somebody. Okay, you're meeting me.
Okay.
And I ask you, Ramu, how are you? What will be your answer?
Okay.
What will be your... Don't think
so.
so.
Usually I say, okay, I will say fine.
You're fine. Okay. That is the
yes.
That is the standard answer what people talk about. Okay. But if you were to ask me the same question, I will tell you, I feel super awesome. The moment we bring ourselves higher, the moment we start thinking good about ourselves, the better you are about the way you talk about yourself. And believe me, the more better you talk about yourself, the better people will give that kind of respect in what you're talking. You understood what I'm trying to say?
Yes, sir. Understood.
So it is all about how you portray yourself. If I portray yourself, I am a power, I am sad about myself, why would people be happy to see you? People will also be sad about you. But if you show yourself to be a very happy, you know what you're talking about, if you show that confidence out to everybody, people will respect you with that kind of confidence, with that kind of respect to you. So people, so what if you're blind? So what? You're doing what is possible from your side. You're trying. You're doing your best. You're not dependent on somebody else to tell you what to do best and what not you're doing best. But you are doing your best. Was I clear on that?
100%, sir.
Arun,
Yes.
if I can take a liberty to add one more liner there.
Sure.
So when we are talking, right, so there will be all kinds of people in the audience who take it in a positive way, who take it in a negative way. So we should stop bothering about what people are thinking and we should do our best. That's what I'm just feel like saying.
You're absolutely perfect, Chandana. You know, when people talk, people will talk what they want, what they think, what their perspective about you. But your job is to do what is the best you can do. And for the best that you can do, you bring out the positivity to everybody in the audience, to everybody who's sitting in listening to you, saying that, oh, this guy is so positive, maybe I should start being positive about myself. So the moment you start being positive about yourself.
Sir?
Yes, Firdaus.
May I please add something?
Yes, please.
So regarding this, first of all, no matter what we do, people are there to judge us, for sure.
Absolutely.
And one more thing is, now, even the audience will have this in mind. Okay, what the topic might be, how the session might be.
Mm-hmm.
Keeping in mind the audience point of view.
Mhm.
But if you take it in a general sense, we are
Mhm.
also a part of society. We are also someone else for some other person.
Mhm.
So even others also have apprehensions towards us, like how we have towards others. So I feel this kind of thought process may make the situation lighter. And no matter what, whoever speaks, if someone is free to speak in a certain way, someone else is free to perceive it in some other way.
True.
So like there's nothing much we can do about it.
See,
So like if we want to speak, we are free to speak. If
absolutely,
we want to avoid, we are free to avoid. It's a choice.
absolutely,
And the choice should be made by ourselves. It shouldn't be like, okay,
exactly. What you
someone
said,
else should tell it.
yes, it's exactly what I've been talking about for such a long time, saying that it's a choice that you make for yourself. It is how you portray yourself.
Yes, sir.
Very, very true. It's how you portray yourself. If you say, I am feeling sad about myself, everybody will feel sad about the way they look at you also. But if
Yes,
you're,
sir.
everybody will look at you as being a positive person, and they will be positive.
Yes, sir. So basically, our thoughts, our emotions, they have an impact on others.
Yes, very true. And that's what is the branding that you're doing for yourself.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
not a negative person. I am a very positive person. And the moment you create that brand for yourself, no, everybody will start looking at you that way.
Yes, sir.
They will not feel bad.
Yes, sir.
Very true.
And one more thing, sir, what I personally feel is acceptance is very important. As the question was put across, like, okay, what do people listen genuinely or do people listen this because we are visually impaired?
Mm.
So this was the question.
Yes.
So no doubt we are visually impaired, and that's a fact. And no matter how long it takes, but eventually acceptance has to be there. And not only visually impaired, even non-visually impaired may have their own apprehensions.
Absolutely.
And
Accept.
whosoever we are free to speak.
Yes.
If we
Accept.
want, we speak. If we don't, we don't speak.
Acceptance with the kind of problem that you have within yourself is the primary thing. Okay.
Yes, sir.
You are visually impaired. You are no. Today I'll tell you something. It's when I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, what happens is you cannot balance yourself. Okay. Now, when I cannot balance myself and my words used to slur a lot. Okay. So half the people around me thought that I was permanently drunk. That's how I was being showcased. That's how people looked at me as. Okay. Today, today I don't have this slurring, but I walk with a walking stick. But at least nobody will ever tell me that I'm drunk or I'm slurring. And that's how you showcase yourself. Now, to showcase yourself, you need to accept the problem that you have. Can you do anything about it? No. So, as well, accept it and move forward. And how you showcase yourself makes a lot of difference to everybody sitting in the audience or sitting you're talking to. How people look at you makes a lot of difference in how you carry yourself.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Firdaus, for telling me.
Thank you, sir, for giving me this perspective.
Yes. So, any more questions?
Arun, can you tell the statement again? Never.
Okay. Considering there is no questions, Justin sir, you want to say anything?
Yeah,
Can
never
we
beg
wind
for a
up?
seat. What is that full sentence?
Never beg for a seat where you can build your own table.
When you can build your own table.
Yes.
Sir, can you please come once again? So never beg for a seat.
So, shall
When
we
you
wind
can
up,
build your
Justin sir? Okay.
1 minute, Chandana. Ramu is asking a question.
Yeah, sorry.
yes, sir.
Never
Never beg for a seat.
when you can build a table for yourself.
Okay, okay.
You know,
You can
it's the example in that this thing is a lion. A lion will never sit and beg for food. It wants to eat, it'll eat. Correct? So if you want to portray yourself to be very happy, it's in your hands how you portray yourself. And when you portray yourself, you're building something which is unconscious, but which is helping you otherwise also.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, true. And also, can you type that line and send it in the group so that, we can have it for our reference,
Sure,
if that is possible.
sure.
Yeah, thank you. Anybody else?
That's it now.
Okay, Justin sir posted in the Zoom chat.
Thank you, Justin.
Yeah. So
Either
thank
the,
you so sorry.
either the session was so bad that people didn't understand, or it was so boring that people are like, what should I talk about this?
None of the above. I am not going to accept those two.
No, I will not accept it. That's right.
Sir, it was little bit boring only, sir. That's it.
I told you, no. Perfect. Thank you for the
What?
feedback.
It was little bit boring.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
That's a feedback.
No, actually the class went fine, sir. I enjoyed a lot and I learned a lot. Santosh here.
Yes, Santosh.
I learned a lot and hope it maybe carry my employability candidatures as well, because many times it happens when we are going for an interview as a candidate. It may help for in future also.
Absolutely. Thank you, Santosh.
Yes, thank you, sir.
Only 3 more are there. Chetna, Firdos, Chetna and Ranganath. I would like to listen to your comments also.
Sir, it was too good, sir. Session was too good. I learned a lot, sir.
Thank you.
Sir, may I?
Please, Firdos.
Sir, I was trying to introspect from a point of view of a psychologist. What all I have learned, what all regarding self-awareness. So my direction was all in terms of psychology.
Okay.
That's what I could relate to in this session.
That's very nice. Thank you so much, Firdos.
Thank you, sir.
Chetna, you there?
Yeah, everybody is building their own table.
Yes, sir. Please prepare some nice meal for us for our hard work.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
yes.
Maybe she.
Though today is a special Sunday.
Sorry, Firdaus, you are saying something. Please prepare.
A
Chetna,
nice meal for us for our hard work. This request is for Justin, sir.
just a minute. Chandana, Chetna.
Yes, sir. This session is very good. I learned a lot of things of personality development in my office. So many people are very personal, individual differences are there, each every person. So we live that persons every day. So I learned more, sir, and think about what you say, sir.
Sure.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Chetna. Yes, Firdaus, you wanted a meal.
Yeah.
Ho jayega. It'll be
No,
done.
like, I was just telling Justin, sir, to prepare a nice meal after we build our tables to have.
Yeah, sure.
100%.
Yes, sir.
That's a good one.
Nice treat for all of us from
If
Justin,
you
sir.
build a table, we'll give you certificate for that also.
Yes, sir. Sir, I can make it in paper, sir. Literally, a table, chair. I can make quite few things in paper.
Okay.
Yeah.
So thank you
Yes,
everyone for
sir.
coming today.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so thank you so much, Arun, for the wonderful session. Thanks a lot for everyone for joining, and hope you guys have taken a lot of takeaways. And any questions, any queries, you guys can post in the group. Thank you so much for this entire session, Arun. And I'm winding up here, and I'll be stopping the recording.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much,
Bye
Chandana
everyone.
and Justin, for this opportunity. Yes, Justin.